This is how we ride. This is how we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a certain point in time where everyone needs to stand up against shitty-ass people or their actions. Now, obviously, I have made stances on how people have acted and condoned them or suggested another way of viewing or celebrating them. Most of y'all would relate this recently to the Charlie Medford comments that I had. Now, even though me and Charlie Medford went on down the road and had our conversations and did our live talk and all that, we got to some kind of common ground on understanding why he did some of the things he did. And they were funny. They were comical. You know, even me, myself, I get hated on and chastised against for being mean sometimes. But most of the time, every time I'm being mean, I'm halfway being funny. And that's kind of why I haven't had my ass whooped. Ain't nobody hit me in the damn mouth out of all the rambling and talking that I've done. But what's not funny is the actions of this winner. I guess some people are calling him Lucas Lee. Of course, Lucas Lee is the driver who won after this driver who's walking up, Drake Troutman, was DQ'd for jumping the start. Very questionable on if he jumped or not and how they handled it and all that. But he beat Lucas Lee to the line, got the DQ, and is apparently, from this video, going to congratulate Lucas Lee on the win. Now, watch what happens here. Watch this. This is something that is not funny. Go on back over there. Look at him. He's telling the police officer, state trooper, to get him out of his face as he's over there trying to congratulate him. I don't know if he's sour or what. But look at Drake Troutman laughing like, what the hell's going on here? Well, why are you being such an asshole to me? Unbelievable. See, this isn't a, some people say Tyler Erb's cocky douchey-ish. Sometimes Bobby Pierce gets the cocky douchey-ish type of label by going up there saying I'm the best, but they back it up on the racetrack. They ain't winning races and being arrogant based on people jumping starts. You know, they're out there kicking ass, and they're, once again, sometimes funny. Bobby Pierce sometimes is funny. Tyler Erb is sometimes funny. But this is straight up being an asshole, and there ain't nothing funny about it. Dude came over to shake a hand after getting screwed, in most people's opinions, out of the win, and this guy's telling him to get out of his face. Don't even want to hear a congratulations. One more time. Go on back over there. Now, it is pretty sad because most people, including myself, have never heard of Lucas Lee. Is that sad in its own right? Because he's obviously a talented modified driver, as much as he won or did not win this race. Apparently, people were upset that he won the race. It is sort of sad that we're talking about Lucas Lee because of these actions that he has done. Now, let's just look up Lucas Lee. I'm going to type his damn name in right now. See what he's saying. So, going around, looks like screenshots of some kind of comment that Lucas Lee had on this whole situation, because it makes no sense. What did Drake Troutman come up in his face and say to get that reaction? After they final warned the second row on restarts for jumping starts, which, my God, the sentencing here is pretty sad. He is saying, like a lot of people are saying, is that the last restart, a caution should have been thrown and the 5 should have been moved back. But here he gets into the situation in Victory Lane. On another situation in Victory Lane, being booed for absolutely no reason. No one from my team made the call. That was the final call that we got the win and docked the 5 car 2 spots. Drake comes up to me once before this video that we just saw, he's saying, was made up, telling him to go on. He said, congratulations to me, and I told him, thanks. That last lap at turn 1 could have been bad for both of us, but it was racing. But I told him to get his crew under control and shut them up. It was ridiculous. Now to the video, that was very funny. Drake walked away and came back after we took pictures. So this is apparently after. The video we're seeing is after this first encounter. And said to me, I came to congratulate you, and you don't have to effing talk to me like that. I told him he was 17 years old, that I'm not going to listen to him be a smartass and to go on that I have a son. So he's saying he came back up and said, you don't have to talk to me like that, telling him to settle his crew and everything like that. It continues here. It looks like this is 2 pictures. As it goes for all the people that have no clue of the disrespect from the other team towards the finishing running order, we are ready to go 75 laps. Of course, this was a few days ago. To all the negative people that have no clue of the story can get a 5-gallon bucket ready and come see me. So he's ready to fight fans and people on Facebook. As for all the people that think I lost fans, I'm not racing for fans. I race for myself and my team. As for all the people that think I'm going to lose sponsors, I don't need sponsors. I have one and only one. The rest are friends. But I do want to take this moment to apologize to absolutely no one. Be a lion, not a sheep. Don't eat shit. Strong words from a strong man. That's what it comes across as to me. But anyways, apparently the guy has a reason for acting the way he did. Apparently Drake Troutman wasn't just up there congratulating him. There was some words exchanged. Apparently his crew was being rude to Lucas. But, I mean, isn't there an aim high road in this scenario? I guess telling him to go back to his pit or car is aiming high, and getting a cop in there to make sure he goes back to his car is aiming high as well. But I just think that, obviously, that video we just watched of the altercation in the victory lane has 523,000 views. So a lot of people are seeing this guy look like an asshole. He's saying there's more to the story. A lot of people are seeing his nonchalant, hey, get out of here. Get the cop. Get his ass out. You go on over there, boy. That's a little disrespectful, and it probably is. Obviously, Drake Troutman's crew was upset, and he took that extremely personally. And it sounds like the man's worked for everything he's got, and he takes everything that's said towards his race team and his race car very personally, to the point he's getting cops to remove 17-year-old kids. So it's a very interesting situation. I see a lot of people jumping on him and ripping him from head to toe. Even me, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is the worst race car driver in the world. But if there's this little backstory, and we're talking to a guy who's worked on his car and earned the monetary abilities to even have this race car, I guess he does have a little bit of a right to be a little upset telling Drake Troutman to get the hell out of here when everybody in his crew and everyone is booing him. And that could come across as very disrespectful. Very interesting situation. That's my take on it. I think it's a little too harsh. It is a 17-year-old kid, but at the same time, I see a lot of people game beating this guy a little bit in the socials. And if Drake Troutman did come up, and if his crew was booing and shouting and hollering at him, then that could justify a reaction where we see here where Lucas Lee's telling him to get out of here. Go tell your crew to shut the hell up. So it's a very interesting situation. Very interesting. Maybe when I get down there to Florida, I'll go up to Lucas Lee and try to get some more detail on this scenario. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Leave a comment below. Be sure to like the video, share the video, and as always, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.
But this is how we ride.